Recently, you all must have heard in the news that India is facing oxygen shortage. Soon it became a global news. In fact, many countries like France, Saudi Arabia, UK, Australia, Singapore, Germany, Russia, UAE, and the United States, they all came forward to help. Even China extended support. But Indian government made it very clear that we don't need any Chinese support. After all, one must not forget, today whatever that we are facing is because of China. Sometimes it even boggles my mind how the term Covid-19 has totally replaced the term Wuhan virus, as if China had nothing to do with it. And it is a sheer bad luck that today we all are suffering from some random virus. Anyhow, so as I was saying, many countries are showing support for India's oxygen demand. And that's a good thing. However, they are outside people. Foreign countries are helping India. What we need to understand is that it is because of many state governments' mismanagement and poor governance that has led to this oxygen crisis and the arrival of deadly second wave. If you all have noticed, everything was going smooth till February. Spread of the virus was under control. There was no problem anywhere. Vaccination drive had started. So overall, anybody would say that things were under control till mid-February. In fact, India was sending vaccination to other countries, and everyone in the world were applauding and clapping for India. In fact, the world started branding India as the new pharmacy of the world. And now, all of a sudden, since March, things have turned 180 degree. If you all remember, on January 29th, in the Davos forum, PM Modi said that India has successfully controlled the Wuhan virus. And then from mid-January to mid-April, India has also given 130 million doses to its citizens. Despite all of this, what went wrong with India? So to understand this abstract truth, there are three problems in front of us. First, why is it that now India is badly hit with a second wave when everything seemed to be going smooth till mid-February? And the second one is, from being a vaccine exporter, India is now importing vaccine from United States, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, and Russia Sputnik. Although the central government has left it to the state governments for the import of these foreign vaccines. And by the way, these foreign vaccines are expensive when compared to the Indian ones. And the third problem is, why is there an oxygen shortage throughout the country? Let's go one by one. The answer to the first problem is, if you all remember, there was a new variant of this virus, or you can say strain, or you can also call it mutation of the original virus. And it was first detected in UK in September 2020. India knew about this and was on full alert. But the Indian government and the Indian scientific community had no clue that a second wave would hit India. So after September 2020, cases in India started dipping. We all have to agree about two things. People were not serious about taking precautions. They were thinking as if the pandemic has come to an end and everything is normal after seeing rapid decline in the cases. And the second thing we have to agree upon is the fact that India also failed to set up its healthcare infrastructure post-September 2020. Now when I say India, the first thing that comes in everyone's mind is Prime Minister Modi, as if he's the only politician who is running the country, and there is no role of chief ministers. Now when we say people were not serious about taking precautions, of course we can blame the general public. However, public is an amorphous crowd. In Hindi we say Janta badi masoom hoti hai. So it is the administration and the government that comes under the scanner. When the second wave had hit in late February, we all know that Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal and Rajasthan were among the worst affected states. In fact, they still top the list. With all due respect, let me be a little political here. It was Delhi and Maharashtra that showed rise in cases when the second wave had arrived. How many of these states are ruled by BJP? Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka, that's it. So is it right to only blame the Prime Minister? What about the Chief Minister and state administration? And then in between we also witnessed how the left media targeted the Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela started on April 1st, whereas Delhi and Maharashtra showed rise in cases since mid-February. Plus Kumbh Mela was in Haridwar. We didn't see any outbreak in Uttarakhand. Leftist media and opposition blamed Kumbh Mela for the second wave in India. But then rise in cases were seen on those states that are far away from Haridwar. No media reported about Punjab farmers protesting at Delhi borders since December, as if they are immune to the virus. Even they are equally capable of contributing to the second wave. In fact, all the akhadas of the Kumbh Mela humbly cancelled their event one after another, and this year's Kumbh Mela was held for a shorter span. See, you have to understand this. They are innocent sadhus taking dip in holy water. They don't hang out like us in shopping malls and other modern public places. So targeting any particular religion without fair cross-examination isn't right. By the way, Ramadan is also going on. There are many reports that says countries like Egypt, Malaysia, Indonesia, Pakistan, which are Muslim populated countries, they are seeing a spike in COVID-19 cases during Ramadan. Even India is susceptible to it. After all, we do have a quite large number of Muslim population. So let's not target any one religion. But then, if at all we are adamant in finding answers as to whom to blame, then let's consider everyone's activity, as simple as that. Now coming to political rallies due to election. Let's be fair, all the political parties including ruling as well as the opposition, they all were conducting rallies. That could definitely have contributed to the second wave, no doubt about that. However, it is also worth noting that everyone including ruling party as well as the opposition parties, they all responsibly cancelled their rallies by mid of April. So as a citizen, I feel we should blame all the political parties equally, and at the same time let's also admit the fact that they all rectified their mistakes and cancelled their rallies. देखो सीधी सी बात है, अगर बंगाल में इलेक्शंस हैं और ममता बनर्जी अगर उसके लिए रैलीज कर रही है तो बीजेपी भी करेगी, उनका भी हक बनता है। कांग्रेस भी करेगी, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया मार्क्सिस्ट भी करेगी, और सबने करा, सबने बराबर करा। तो सिर्फ बीजेपी को ब्लेम करना कि वो इतनी भीड़ ले आया और उसकी वजह से ये सब हो रहा है, ये गलत है। आपको ब्लेम करना है तो सबको करिए इक्वली। Then it also came in the news that many states were caught wasting vaccines. Central government allocated vaccines to states and union territories based on urgency, rise of infection, and many other factors like population demand, etc. That means central government maintains a record regarding which state gets how many doses. As a citizen, when you take your vaccination, you need to register your mobile number and you receive a certificate. That means the central government knows exactly how many vaccine doses are being given, who is receiving it. And that also means the central government can easily track who all are getting their doses. Tamil Nadu, Haryana, Punjab, Manipur and Telangana. Tamil Nadu was on top for wasting highest number of vaccine doses. And then there were states like Maharashtra, Punjab and Delhi who were accusing the central government for not giving enough vaccine. In response, even the central government justified their stand and said they are wasting it. Let's not waste our time in finding out who is right and who is wrong. Both the central and state government have their own justifications. But one thing that we all have to agree is that the planning for carrying out a vaccination drive is the responsibility of the state government. That means during crisis in any professional organization, the lower department has to coordinate with the above department. In this case, state government have to coordinate with the central government and follow the instructions accordingly. And to be very frank, the opposition hates Modi. ये लोग मोदी के विरोध में आम जनता को भी मार देंगे, पर देखिए उसका एक समय होता है, हर समय विरोध नहीं करना होता। जिन राज्यों में भाजपा की सरकार नहीं है, वही राज्य सरकारों की मिसमैनेजमेंट के कारण ज्यादातर लोग मर रहे हैं। Look at the state of Odisha. Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik has done such a wonderful job. He used the fund from the center towards the betterment of his people and set up many oxygen plants so that during the time of crisis, people and hospitals won't have any problem. Now he belongs to Biju Janata Dal. It is not even part of the NDA alliance. It used to be, but not anymore. Even still, Odisha is coordinating with center, right? So overall, we can come to this conclusion that the reasons behind the second wave of Wuhan virus in India is due to ongoing festivals. I will not deny that. But we have to consider every festival equally, plus mention farmers' protest as well, and not be selective. And the spread is also because of election rallies conducted